Well, I want to start out by the first conversation that I had with my little girl. And it was not a fun or easy conversation, and I'll tell you why. They let me come down to the intensive care unit, and every 2 hours I could peer in the window. They wouldn't let me go inside, but they'd peer in the window, and I'd see her little heart. She was just gasping for air, and she was just trying to breathe, and I prayed, God, please, please. I didn't know what else to do. And I put my finger down next to her hand, and she gripped my little finger, and I looked into her eyes, and I said, Brittany, this is your daddy. And she opened her eyes, and she looked at me, and I knew she recognized my voice. And I said, we have got a long way to go, and I need you to fight. And I need you to fight right now. I've got hopes and dreams for you. I love you, and I need you to be here with me to do all of those things. Wow. You look like a princess.
Today we have the honor of witnessing and celebrating the public expression of Mark and Brittany and their commitment to one another. Ultimately, we are here to worship the God who so graciously brought them together. You see, more important than the vows that you guys will say today is what these vows actually point back to, which is the love of Jesus for each and every one of us. See, 2,000 years ago, Jesus said, I do, when he gave his life for us. Except in sealing his covenant with a ring, he sealed it with his life. A sweet season of life, engagement, dating.
Can I not let go?
You have to. It's okay.
All right, I'll see you soon. I love you. I love you, babe.
There is nothing we could do to be in right standing before God. It is only by what Christ has done on the cross. But we must receive this gift that he has given to us.
Mark, over the months, I've gained an undeniable understanding that your relationship with Christ has allowed you to love me in ways that I never thought were possible. Since our first date at the coffee shop, I've known there was something different about you, something that sets you apart in the best way. My love for you has been unwavering since the beginning, for better or worse, in sickness and in health. We've already experienced walking alongside each other in the worst and in sickness, and someday we're bound to walk together through the poor. But these situations have allowed us to grow together in ways that I could have never imagined. It's hard times like these that are fleeting, but my love for you is not. Today I promise to love you, to respect you, and to serve you with all that I have.
And so just like when Brittany took my finger, Mark, today she took your hand. And when I looked into her eyes, today she looked into your eyes. And today she heard your voice.
Brittany, I am in love with the real you. I get to see your best and sometimes your worst, and I still want to love you. I promise to remind you of your worth even when you can't see it, and to protect you and walk beside you when the storms come. I promise to love you in ways that cost me something.
Mark and Brittany, today marks a new and exciting time in your life. I now pronounce that you are husband and wife. Oh, okay. I just didn't know if you was waiting for something. Wait.
And I was thinking about character traits that Mark exemplifies especially, and thinking through, he's, the word I kept coming up with was very dedicated. Whatever he's doing, Mark's just gonna do it. One of the things that Mark is really good at through that is pouring into other people. If Mark says he's a friend of yours, Mark is really genuinely looking out for you and wondering how you're doing and looking out for the people around him.
So the more time I spent around Brittany and Mark, the more time I knew that Mark was her perfect match. Your love for each other is so apparent. The way Brittany's face lights up when you walk into the room. I've so enjoyed watching your love story unfold, and I can only imagine where it'll go from here. Congratulations, Mark and Brittany. To the Coggins.
Mark, you may kiss your bride. It is my privilege to be the very first to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Mark Thomas Coggins.
Brittany, I have to confess that my love for you doesn't even begin to rival the love that God has for you. May we always love and serve each other out of the great love that He has shown to us.